With 3 weeks until Election Day, both major presidential candidates are doing some major deflecting.
Yeah, the biggest headline this week, more women come forward saying the actions Donald Trump bragged about on that 2005 Access Hollywood tape are not just locker room talk, as he says. Trump says those vicious claims are totally and absolutely false. But the scandals had little effect on Trump's overall support. A new Washington Post ABC News poll finds Clinton has a 4-point lead over Trump among likely voters. Esme, I thought it would be bigger than that. Does this mean that voters don't really care about what's on that tape?
I think it means that this tape has not hurt him with his core base. I think that clearly shows that's what's happened.
Yeah, so he said frequently that he could say anything, do anything, shoot somebody down the middle of Fifth Avenue and his supporters wouldn't leave. That does appear to be what is happening. However, I also believe, Esme, that you can't look at the big picture with a 4-point lead. You can't look at 50 states. You have to look at 50 state elections.
And that's not looking good for Trump.
That's right. There are 11 battleground states, and Hillary Clinton is leading in 10 of them. So that's something you got to look at. And the trend is toward Clinton right now, particularly among women. So I think that does have an effect.
All right, something else that happened in this unexpected election yesterday while giving a speech on opioid abuse, Trump took a new attack on Clinton, suggesting she's using performance-enhancing drugs.
Beginning of her last debate, she was all pumped up at the beginning, and at the end, it was like, oh, take me down. She could barely reach her car. So I think we should take a drug test.
Come on now.
Well, this isn't the Olympics, it's not the NFL or Major League Baseball.
Yeah, but he is alleging, I think, in an outlandish way, that she was on drugs during the last debate, that she came on very strong and by the end of it was completely depleted and defeated.
I thought her performance was very even and tempered, and she seemed very calm. I don't know, what kind of drugs is he accusing her of being on?
Well, that's the big question. We never know exactly. This is another in a series, I think, of outlandish allegations, I think, over the last few days. Almost every day we get a new one. The global conspiracy, the media, the election is rigged. All of these things that I think deflect from the scandals of the women coming forward. And I think that's having a big effect here.
I think that long term, this is not going away, and this is going to hurt him. It will likely cost him the election amongst independents and women voters.
All right. Well, one other thing happened this week.
Absolutely. Clinton had her own scandal to deflect. Thousands of more leaked emails from WikiLeaks were released. The U.S. government says they are a ploy from the Russian government to distract us from the election. Why are these emails important?
I think this is a really good example of one of the weaknesses that Hillary Clinton has, is that people don't really trust her. They don't trust that what she's saying in public is what she believes in private.
Because she says that in one of the emails.
Exactly,
I've got a
in many of the emails,
and a private position.
So we're starting to get a lot of these, and we're getting these every single day now from WikiLeaks. And there's a big question about that. Are they accurate? Is this the Russian government trying to influence the election? A CBS News poll says now that 55% of people say that the emails make them feel like she's not trustworthy.
Right. I do think the other email scandal is ultimately more damaging to her in terms of trustworthiness. But I think if you read these emails, there's an arrogance there, there's an aloofness there, comments about Catholics and evangelicals in between her staff and staff members. Yeah, it's not good. And
so
it's
this is fertile ground for Donald
Absolutely.
Trump, and people conflate all of this together.
Absolutely.
There it is.
All right, folks, we will be right back.